Did I pronounce that right?
Excuse me?
Did I pronounce your last name right?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
My name is Wallace. I'm a retired URI faculty member and a near 30-year resident of South Providence. I will be brief. I have very little to add to the eloquence of my predecessor. But I do want to speak to the City Council and to address the administration of the city in unswerving and total support of the Community Safety Act for many, many reasons, many of which have already been stated. I wish simply to point out from my own experience that despite my visual limitation, during these 30 years living in South Providence, I have been witness to an increasingly greater number of what I can only perceive to be unnecessary stops and harassment of the residents in that particular part of the city. Now, I lived prior to living off of Broad Street, a very busy thoroughfare, as you all know. I lived on an equally busy thoroughfare on the east side of Hope Street, and I can count on the fingers of one hand the number of stops I saw. I'll allow you, given the racial and class composition of those two communities, to draw your own conclusions. So I also want to point out to you, which is already probably well known and should be to the mayor, to the city council, that there is an atmosphere of fear and anxiety gripping the Hispanic community of my neighbors in the part of the city in which I live, a fear and anxiety all too familiar for decades and decades and decades to all people of color, especially African Americans. And so I stand to give them my full support as a resident of the city for the CSA, so that it might allow the police to carry out their, which they, by the way, paid for, their mandate to simply to serve and protect our communities. Thank you.